Honey, food has more than doubled, but today I'm going to be sharing my 7 secret grocery shopping tips to help you save money and eat healthy if you want to. Ready to do the math? Because that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to write this stuff out. We're going to have to, making it hard. Now this first one is more than just a tip. In fact, I feel like it's a must. Comparison shopping. A lot of people think comparison shopping starts when you're out and about, like just going from one store to another, wasting time and gas, and no. We do not comparison shop that way if we're trying to save money. Comparison shopping starts at home, just like all of your other plans. These days, it's so easy with stores having websites and most stores even having apps to go look on their website, look on their app, and see what's on sale first. Notice I said see what's on sale first, not some random stuff that you just want to eat. Now, I'm not saying eat stuff you don't want to eat. I'm saying see what you already eat or your household already eats that's on sale first. A lot of times we buy things that are out of season and or things that are just more expensive that week, and we can eat them another week when they're less expensive. Look to see what the sales are, start to compare the sales and see who overall maybe has the better sales for the week. And you can choose to just shop at one store, especially if it's more convenient gas-wise and otherwise, or you can choose between maybe 2 stores so that you're not all over the place. Start with the sales, start to brainstorm what meals you can create with this, because that's how you're going to save money, by actually eating in more than you're eating out. And again, use your pantry inventory, use your refrigerator and what's in your freezer first to go along with those sales. And I'm telling you, you're guaranteed to save more just by shopping at the right place the right week. You know what I'm about to say next, right? Or maybe you don't. Well, if you're new to this channel but plan to be true to this channel, I love to talk about strategically shopping using coupons. Now, I know I haven't done a lot of couponing videos, or maybe any, in quite some time, but we're going to get back to that. In fact, if you say it in the comments below or you request it, maybe I'll start sooner than later. So anyway, guys, you want to add in a couple of things into your strategies. Now, you don't have to be an extreme or over-the-top couponer to actually use coupons to save money, especially these days because they're right here. I don't even use this phone anymore. I just put it in videos. You literally don't even have to order coupons if you don't want to. It does give you more options, but you can use your phone. Most stores these days, even local stores that are not chain stores or drug stores like Target and CVS and Walgreens, have digital coupons on their apps, and you can use those coupons on top of sales to get rock bottom prices. So I always teach about using your promotional offers and sales along with coupons to lower the price even more, because sometimes a coupon on the regular price still ain't cutting it. You add a coupon with a really good sale, you can save a whole lot. So you have digital coupons, you can, I don't even know about the Sunday paper anymore, but you can order coupons from a ferry, or if you want to overpay for a paper and get coupons, that's still an option. Use your store sales ad, because sometimes they have their own store coupons within them. You want to maximize your savings using coupons. Now, there is a way to be a little more strategic and get extreme savings without having extreme behavior or being an extreme couponer. And we'll get into that in another video. Go ahead and let me know in the comments below if you want me to do more couponing 101 videos, because I haven't done them in quite a while and I know I need to update some information. So yeah, just let me know in the comments below. Now, this next tip I'm going to share is going to sound very broad, maybe very common, but I'm gonna break it down. I'm about to help you stretch those meals and those dollar bills. You want to stretch your meats and your meals. And what do I mean by that? Your meats are like probably one of the most expensive things on your grocery list.
Oh my God!
What do you think the other thing is? Some of you have been following me for a while and we always talk about this, so I'll give you some time. All right, you probably didn't figure it out. Produce. Meat and produce are the most expensive things on your grocery list. So if you can figure out a way to save on meats, that's going to really help you drastically. Now, I'm vegan, don't eat meat anymore, but I do sometimes eat plant-based meats and things like that. So I get it. I get it. Those things are expensive too. Trust and believe. But when it comes to meats, you're going to have to start thinking about buying in bulk and also buying in whole pieces and with the skin on it. The more work that they do, like taking off your skin, chopping your meat up, and all those other things, the more expensive the price and packages of meat are. Now, when you buy your meat in whole, like you buy a whole chicken and you cut it up yourself and freeze it individually and or in bags. And that's another way to stretch your meats, not eating it all in one night or at one setting. And you're like, well, I have a large family. Listen, sometimes we think we all have to have a piece of meat. You better start learning to sprinkle in that meat in some of those meals, especially in inflated times. I know we all love the crock pot and pressure cookers, and crock pot is old school. What's the other one? Pressure cooker? What am I trying to think of? No, that's not it.
A few moments later.
You guys let me know what I'm trying to think of. Y'all know what I'm trying to think of. Also, buy reduced meats. There are sometimes meats that are marked down that are actually not too bad. Now, if you see red and all that other good stuff with the meat, you want to be careful. Don't buy that. Final tip for meat is think about having meatless Mondays. Think about having a vegan night like myself where you don't have any meat. There are so many other ways to get protein, guys. And it's so funny because until I became vegan for my own health reasons, I realized that like I had to not only study it myself, but that's the number one question people ask me when I changed my diet was, how are you going to get your protein? Nuts, beans, lentils, legumes, especially black beans. They carry a lot of protein, walnuts, seeds, chia seed, sprinkling them into your meals. There's so many ways to get your protein. Stretch your meats in your meals. The reason why I said meals is because there's also a way for you to cook more than what you need for that night. So you already have all those ingredients out. You spent money on it, and just try to see if there's a way to make more out of your meal with those same ingredients, whether it's adding more sauce, adding a little more meat, whatever the case is, and then freezing those meals and eating them again. Because I know a lot of you don't like leftovers. I used to always use the leftover strategy, and some people are like, I don't eat leftovers. My family does it. My husband does it. He. I get it. Everybody's not into the leftovers. But if you make it fresh and you freeze it and you buy freezer containers and bags and you treat it like meal prepping, it is really cool because now you've also saved time for another week because you have a freezer meal or a couple of freezer meals ready to go when you don't feel like cooking. And trust me, there's a lot of times where I do not feel like cooking. Who's with me? Let me know in the comments. Now, if you're having trouble thinking of meals, think about creating a 30-day meal rotation so that you have a list of meals you can always go to with your meat sprinkled in and or individually set up, and you won't have to put that pressure on yourself every single week. Just put it on yourself one day and create the list. Hey guys, so if you hear me repeating things, sometimes, your girl repeats things throughout the year in other videos that I've already said, but I always try to give it a new perspective or fresh angle. We're coming in, we're bringing it in. We're on our second to last tip. And again, I've said this one before, just like with the meat, but I have some additional things to add. Buy your produce in season. You want to buy your produce in season. I'm sure, again, you've heard this on other videos. I guess the tip should have been how to save on produce because I'm going to give you some added things just in general with produce. You want to buy the produce that's in season, and even when you do, think about it, if you haven't thought about it before, buying your produce frozen. So go into the freezer section because it typically is less expensive, especially certain weeks when they have certain brands on sale. It may be Hanover this week, it may be Bird's Eye, or they're not coming to me. There's a lot of just different brands as far as your frozen vegetables. Now, here's the other thing. If you're somebody who's like, no, I need fresh, I have to buy fresh. There are plenty of fresh things that you can buy and then freeze. But again, when you're buying them in season, they're cheaper. So buy a little more than what you need and freeze it. Freeze those collard greens, honey. I always freeze collard greens. You're no different than the brand. The brand freezes produce and sells it to you. Why can't you buy your produce fresh and properly freeze it right? You can. But if you buy it on the wrong week, it could be very expensive. If you buy it when it's on sale and get more than what you need, that's how you're going to save. Oh, it's not as healthy. And I know we talked about healthier strategies in this video, but canned vegetables are more reasonable. Now, you don't actually get a lot in them, so you have to be careful when you look at the price of the can versus how much you're getting in it versus how big your family is. So like a canned vegetable for me is like a whole meal or a whole side. Like I don't even need more than one can probably, unless I'm trying to gain weight, which I am right now. And so like you want to consider also the value of or the quantity, how much you're getting for your money. We on the last tip, honey. Yeah, this is going fast. I hope this video's fast because I'm saying that and I don't know how long. I'm gonna edit some of this down. Tip number 5. Slowly build a stockpile. And when I said slowly, it's because that's how you're going to save money. You want to slowly build a stockpile of staple items your household needs or uses the most, right? So these are mostly non-perishable and or things that have a longer lifespan that can be frozen. You want to get those things, again, I just said it, while they're on sale and not when you need them. You should understand your regular prices, even the inflated prices right now, and then sales prices, because your grocery store has a sales cycle that they follow when everything in the store eventually will drop to its rock bottom price. And even though things are inflated and it's hard to tell right now, I need you to pay attention. When you see that really good sale, get more than what you need and start to slowly build your stockpile, whether it's rice, meat, canned goods, condiments. I want to think again about the things that your family goes through quickly and or needs the most, and make sure that you're always having a little more than what you need in your stockpile. And then you don't have to worry about overspending on another week and or running out of something and paying whatever price you see because you're so desperate to get it. That goes also with your personal care items and household, like toothpaste and all that good stuff. But right now, we're going to stick to groceries. Oh, and you can use my basic list of items to keep in your stockpile. I'm going to link it below, and if I forget, please let me know. And you can use that basic list to help you stay on track. All right, guys, those were the 5 tips I have for you. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you like this type of content and or you like content on how to make, save, and budget your money or manage your money better, because that's what we talk about right here on these trendy savings streets. So thank you for joining or coming to the Trendy Savings channel. Once you come back, we adopt you. Yes, you are adopted into the savings family. Kisses.